Hi again, Dr. Heidi here. Welcome back to our Sleight of Mouth series where we are exploring the subtle magic of language. These Sleight of Mouth patterns are brilliant for helping people to reframe limiting beliefs or reinforce empowering ones just by shifting perspective. No confrontation, no arguing, just elegant conversational jujitsu. Today's pattern that we're looking at is counter example. And honestly, it's one of the easiest to use, but also one of the most effective. It simply is offering an exception to a belief. That's it. Someone makes a generalization and you offer up a story, a moment, or a truth that says, well, not always. It works beautifully because the unconscious mind often builds these rigid belief systems from emotional experiences, not from truth. So when we point out a counterexample, we're not dismissing the belief, we're just saying, is it always like that? So let's try one. Somebody says, I always mess things up. I always mess things up. You might say, that's tough, but didn't you also organize your sister's wedding and that turned out beautifully? Or somebody says, I'm terrified of public speaking, then you can say, maybe, but I remember when you ran that team meeting last month and you were clear, confident, and people listened. Boom, counterexample. You just created a crack in that belief. And what's lovely about this pattern is it invites curiosity. It doesn't need deep philosophical debate. It just says, well, here's a moment that doesn't quite match that belief. What do you make of that? And yes, it can be used to reinforce a belief as well. When we reinforce a belief, it helps to say, yeah, that's absolutely true. So if somebody says, hey, I'm learning to trust myself, you can say exactly. And remember last week when you followed your gut and it totally paid off? That's evidence right there. And this is such a powerful coaching tool. You're helping somebody to collect evidence for change, not by telling them that they're wrong, but expanding their view. Imagine somebody is staring at a wall, just convinced that there is no door. The counterexample is you walking up and tapping a hidden panel and revealing a doorway that they didn't realize was there. The wall didn't disappear, but now it's not the whole truth anymore that there's no door. You can also use questions to guide somebody to find their own counterexample. So somebody says like, or you can say, has there ever been a time when this isn't true? Or is there even one small exception to that? And the moment they answer yes, the belief starts to loosen. Because if it's not always true, maybe it's not fundamentally true. Counterexample is gentle, it's respectful, and it's empowering. It really lets people keep their dignity while opening up to possibilities. In the next video, we're looking at our final pattern in this series, intent. Intent, where we look beneath the surface of beliefs and uncover the positive purpose or positive intention behind this one. And I know you're going to love it. In the meantime, if you've liked this video, make sure you like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and in the next moment, you're going to see a few sentences that you can create some sleight of mouth patterns for. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video.